Why are you here? She stammered, eyes wide, as her portfolio slipped from her hands, papers scattering everywhere, unable to process what she was seeing. Min-jae stared at her. It was Amara, the woman from last night. The woman who'd run from his bed, standing in his office, as a candidate in his company. After several long seconds of silence, finally Min-jae found his voice. Ms. Okafor, please sit down. I didn't know. You said your name was Jae. It's what my friends call me. My full name is Kang Min-jae. The weight of that settled between them. He was the CEO. She was the candidate. And they'd spent last night tangled in hotel sheets. I should withdraw my application. Sit down. It wasn't loud, but it was absolute. The CEO speaking. Amara slowly lowered herself into the chair. Her spine straight, expression carefully neutral, but he could see her pulse racing at her throat. They both bent to pick up the scattered papers. Their hands touched. They froze, kneeling, faces inches apart. For a moment he caught her familiar scent just like the previous night. Min-jae immediately stood and walked to the window, back to her. He needed to think. What happened last night, he began saying, was a mistake, Amara cut in. It won't happen again. He turned, disbelief showing in his face. A mistake. We were both looking for an escape. That's all it was. The word stung. I see. He moved back to his desk, every inch the CEO now. Well then, Ms. Okafor. Let's discuss your qualifications. She blinked. You're still going to interview me? Unless you'd rather not? No. I need this job. He sat, studying her with intensity that made her shift. Then let's pretend last night never happened. Can you do that? Their eyes met. The memories hung between them. His hands on her skin, her breath against his neck. Absolutely. Good. Why do you want to work for KM Fashion Group? The interview lasted an hour. Every question was professional. Every answer was perfect. But beneath the surface, every glance was a memory. Min-jae asked about her design philosophy. Amara answered, her hands moving expressively. He found himself watching those hands, remembering how they'd felt on his skin. And cross-cultural marketing? He asked, forcing focus. I think it's my biggest asset. Her eyes lit up. Fashion is global. You need people who understand multiple perspectives. I can bridge that gap. She was right. She was exactly what his company needed, which made this infinitely more complicated. When she showed him her portfolio, she had to lean across the desk. Her perfume hit him, the same scent from last night. His jaw tightened. This campaign, he said, pointing to one of her designs. His finger was close to hers on the paper. Not touching, but close enough to feel the warmth. Walk me through your thinking. She explained, but her voice was slightly breathless. Because his hand had shifted, and now his pinky finger was touching hers. Barely. The temperature in the room rose 10 degrees. Min-jae pulled his hand back, stood abruptly. Walked to the window again, putting distance between them. Your experience with international markets is extensive, she finished. I've worked across 3 continents. I understand how to make campaigns resonate across cultural boundaries. And you think you can handle the pressure here? KM Fashion Group sets the standard. We don't accept anything less than perfection. I don't accept anything less than perfection from myself. He turned, and the intensity in his gaze pinned her to the chair. Prove it. What? Prove it. Right now. Pitch me a campaign. We're launching a new luxury handbag line targeting young professionals. You have 2 minutes. Go. Amara's eyes widened, but she didn't hesitate. She stood, moved to the presentation board in his office. Grabbed a marker. The new professional, she said, writing quickly. Your target isn't trying to fit into the corporate world. She's redefining it. She's not buying status. She's buying identity. Min-jae leaned against his desk, arms crossed, watching her. The campaign shows real women, diverse backgrounds, different fields, all carrying the bag in their actual lives. Not photo shoots. Real moments. The tagline. Not for everyone. For you. Min-jae stared at her, and she couldn't read his expression. That's either brilliant or terrible. I can't tell which, she said nervously. It's brilliant. He pushed off the desk, walked toward her. Stopped just close enough that she had to tilt her head back to meet his eyes. You're hired. What? Pending HR formalities. But the job is yours. Amara's breath caught. Just like that. Just like that. He was close enough that she could see the flecks of gold in his dark eyes. You're exactly what this company needs. The air between them was charged. His eyes dropped to her lips for a fraction of a second. Mr. Kang. In the office, it's Mr. Kang. Yes. This is... It can't. It can't, he agreed. But he didn't step back. You'll be working directly with me. Close collaboration. Long hours. Can you handle that? It was a challenge and a warning. Amara lifted her chin. Can you? A slow, dangerous smile crossed his face. I guess we'll find out. He stepped back, finally giving her space to breathe. HR will contact you within 48 hours with the formal offer. Start date will be 2 weeks from Monday. Amara nodded, gathering her portfolio with shaking hands. She moved toward the door. Ms. Okafor. She turned. The professional mask had cracked. Raw honesty in his eyes. Why did you run this morning? The question hung between them. Amara's composure wavered. Because if I stayed. Her voice barely a whisper. I might not have wanted to leave. Min-jae's breath caught. And now, she continued, I have to work with you every day and pretend I don't remember exactly what you look like without that suit. The admission was bold. Amara. 2 weeks, Mr. Kang. I'll see you in 2 weeks. We'll be nothing but professional. She walked out before he could respond. Min-jae stood frozen, then slowly smiled. 2 weeks, he murmured to himself. This is going to be interesting. 2 days later, Amara received the formal offer. She accepted. Her first day was in 14 days. 14 days to prepare herself to work with the man who'd made her forget her heartbreak. The man whose touch still lingered on her skin. The man who was now her boss. 14 days to build walls that she already knew wouldn't be enough. As she clicked accept offer, it dawned on her. Working with Kang Min-jae was either going to be the best decision of her life, or the most dangerous.